Breaking Mzansi Insider reports. South Africa's Department of Home Affairs has launched an investigation into Bhekumzi Mike Sandlana, a leader within the International Pentecostal Holiness Church (IPHC), following revelations that he may be linked to multiple identity numbers. According to authorities, at least 3 different ID numbers have been associated with Sandlana, each reflecting conflicting personal details, including different dates of birth. One of the dates has already raised red flags for being invalid, intensifying suspicions of possible identity fraud and manipulation of official records. Officials are now working to determine how these identities were issued and whether there was any internal collusion. The identity probe comes at the same time Sandlana faces serious corruption allegations. He has been accused of bribing High Court Judge Portia Folane, allegedly paying millions of rand in exchange for a favorable ruling in an ongoing leadership dispute within the IPHC. The case has drawn national attention, as it touches on both judicial integrity and the growing tensions within one of South Africa's most influential churches. Sandlana was arrested alongside Judge Folane, her son Kagiso Folane, and IPHC spokesperson Vusindola. During court proceedings, prosecutors argued against granting him bail, citing concerns that he could interfere with witnesses or use his influence to mobilize supporters, potentially destabilizing the situation. The court agreed, and he remains in custody as investigations continue. The case has exposed a complex web of allegations involving fraud, corruption, and abuse of power, raising broader concerns about the vulnerability of state systems and the extent of influence powerful individuals may wield. As investigations deepen, authorities have indicated that more arrests could follow, while Home Affairs continues its verification process into Sandlana's identity records and citizenship status. The case involving IPHC leader Bhekumzi Mike Sandlana is continuing to unfold, with more serious allegations emerging in court. Prosecutors have raised concerns about his influence, stating that he has the ability to mobilize a large number of followers, which could potentially interfere with the investigation. This has contributed to the court's decision to deny him bail, as authorities fear possible witness intimidation or interference with evidence. At the same time, the matter is deeply rooted in a long-standing leadership dispute within the International Pentecostal Holiness Church. Different factions within the church have been battling for control, particularly over leadership succession and the management of significant church assets. The alleged bribery of a judge has now cast doubt on the credibility of past legal rulings linked to this dispute. Law enforcement agencies are continuing their investigations, focusing on financial transactions and any individuals who may have been involved in the alleged corruption. There are indications that more arrests could follow as authorities work to uncover the full extent of the case. As the case progresses, its broader impact is beginning to draw national attention, raising serious questions about accountability and the integrity of key institutions. The allegations against Bhekumzi Mike Sandlana, coupled with the involvement of a sitting High Court judge, have placed the spotlight firmly on the credibility of the justice system and the processes meant to safeguard it. Legal experts warn that if the bribery claims are proven, the consequences could be far-reaching. Not only could previous rulings linked to the IPHC dispute be revisited, but the case could also set a strong precedent for how corruption within the judiciary is handled in future. This makes the ongoing investigation critical, not just for those directly involved, but for public confidence in the rule of law. At the same time, the Department of Home Affairs investigation into Sandlana's multiple identity numbers could uncover deeper weaknesses in the country's administrative systems. If fraud or irregularities are confirmed, it may lead to tighter controls and reforms aimed at preventing abuse of official documentation. Within the IPHC, the leadership crisis is expected to continue, with divisions likely to deepen as the legal process unfolds. The uncertainty around leadership legitimacy may affect the church's operations, finances, and unity among its members. Ultimately, the outcome of this case will play a significant role in shaping both institutional accountability and public trust. As investigations continue and the court process moves forward, South Africans will be watching closely to see whether justice is served and whether those implicated are held fully accountable.